Hello, and welcome back, my wonderful tome readers. As we go back to some Tomodachi, and rather than doing the regular play style that I had done last time, we're just focusing on interior design. Especially because last time we did have that kind of like midstream crash, because a lot of stuff was happening. And as you can see this time, well, some textures are a lot simpler for the sake of loading, hopefully minimizing the risk of another crash like that. Especially with the interior design, since when we're done with that, instead of the mini design mode, we'll be coming out to a space that does not have any like oceans in the background. We'll have only a few of these Miis walking around and the like. So yeah, I am looking forward to this. Still a little short, but that's mostly because I don't think it's going to be a super long stream, but it's always easier to go longer than shorter, if I feel up to it. Though, before I forget, I didn't do it last stream, because we were doing Tomodachi today, so I saved the screenshots show off. So we're going to do that really quick. Ignore little Medusa here. I'm very proud of how she came out, the little hair snakes. But for the sake of people who want to enjoy her, I'm going to have this just right up here and let her keep walking around doing her thing. And if anyone wants to see a zoom in or something of these, speak up, and I will go ahead and come back to this. It is unfortunate I can't change the scale that the screenshots are taking, because it's always 1920 by 1080. It's for the large varieties of textures and colors. It is not a small file size. At least in terms of how photos go. In terms of games, it's rather small. But yeah, here's the server event. Penny, the very controlling, manipulative AI, scared because a literal ghost stole a book of Yuri, which is a funny, just random event that happened. It happened just while I happened to have the camera following her around while I was doing some stuff in another window. Oh, looks like Medusa saw something there. Let's see. I got some bad timing on this screenshot, but I managed to get Derek eating a spell scroll. He wanted to eat something I had. I literally had three things at the time: a bowl of birdseed, a spell scroll, and I think it was a can of boy pussy. It's definitely one of the custom drinks I had. And it's like, you know what? I'm gonna have this wizard eat a spell scroll. This weird. I think it was a dream. I really want to see this dream again because it was really cool. Because there are a bunch of creatures here, and one of them was one of my custom item pictures of a rob anybody. Another case of bad timing. Another one. Them attacking this big book of Watchmen. Marty the Griffin's bewildering bind. Now attack. Of Yay new friend casting the spell, with Teto being the, I guess, prince, and Earth being karate fighter, which I think only happened because I gave him training with the karate. One of the items you can give the Miis. No idea why Teto has a sword though, and is the prince, or a crown. I certainly don't have that crown, and I don't think I bought that top. But it was a fun little event. Another one of these weird daydream events when Miis are writing little things is different. But it also happened at night, which I thought was funny. It's like, why are you riding these frogs at night? You will respect those who run wild. Aww. And that's an... Shoot, I thought I... Okay, so this was an event where the Mii's like, oh, my head feels all fuzzy. Go in there and see what's going on. And apparently, Morgan of the Devil was thinking about an engagement ring. It's like, motherfucking, why? Nothing wrong with that, but it's not the character I would have expected. Especially because I don't have the DA on my island yet. I'm thinking soon. One, for some more racial diversity, which is another thing I've been working on. The lack of men was the bigger thing I had to work on, so I finally got that up. Jesus helped get both boxes of both racial diversity and another dude, which is nice. But yeah, the DA will be soon. I got 2 more characters I want to add. We might do it today if I don't have enough time in 2 hours to just fill with designing rooms. Alright, this Coco is finally moving in with her Witch Hat Atelier teachers, which is awesome. I can't remember the context for this. Appreciate some plum pudding. What? It's some weird like stargazing thing, but there weren't any shooting stars, and I guess Penny just appreciates some plum pudding, whatever the context for that is. This I got because just the strangeness of the item. Quifre bought them a giant scented candle that smells like macaroni and cheese. Like macaroni and cheese doesn't smell bad, but it definitely seems like one of those scents that does not go into a candle well, you know? And then this weird event of Ollie pretty much admitting that there is a ghost there, because it's also happening to them too. Ooh. Which I guess actually raised some questions, because I don't think ghosts have been a thing in Witch Hat Atelier. I mean, I know I haven't read it in a few months, but I don't think that's happened recently in the story. Another bad timing. This was Coach Kaz. He had a Super Mario dream. Oh, well. So the funny thing about this is Heartbreak. Being curious about Jasper Whitlaw. Known criminal in D&D. Not always great. And also, in the course of, being a slime, still memories of a person, so definitely, like, manslaughter? No, it's a different thing when it's when a creature kills a person, right? But, I mean, it's further complicated by, taking on his persona, intelligence, and whatnot, because special slime, but yeah. This was them appreciating the fine background. What made me think this stream, it's like, oh hey, interior design, I can do that without worrying about crashing. There's this wonderful room with a nighttime vista thing. Very beautiful bunch of colors. I loved it. I had to look for one of the other ones. I think it was one of the Emperor's shindig type room. I can't remember what the second word in that title is called, but it looked really good. They loved it. Oh, and Earth. Talked about hunting monsters. Really got him and Javier become real good friends. Because, VR MMO player versus one shot on a ghost hunt PC. So, yeah. Oh, yes, the Queen just, casually saying, so, oh, yeah, bending the rules. I do that all the time. It's why I wake up in the morning, why I breathe. It's hilarious. Kaz, of course, definitely got the push. Oh. Oh, wait. I could have sworn I hit the screenshot, but I guess not. But his shocked face when he actually took the plunge and bungeed was very funny. The first trait I gave him was a scary cat, because he is very, not passive. For those of you who haven't played Beastie Ball, he's one of the early coaches you go up against. He's not confident. He is known as one of the easier coaches to fight, and we're lucky that, we started in a city right next to his. But yeah, he needs confidence. He deserves it. I still need to give him, I keep forgetting, because I specifically bought, with one of the wishes, the baseball so he could play catch, because that's something you can do with Beastie Ball in one of the friend events. He will play catch with you. Alright, this is the event where Loudmouth Jasper Whitlaw finally realized he loves Javier. Because, 2 PCs from my D&D group made by the same player, it's like, you know what, I'll allow that to happen. They're not from the same party. They're just related via the same player control room, so it doesn't count. Yes, Mr. Roger. For those of you who haven't seen him, Mr. Roger, specifically his appearance in the music video for Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, as you can see from the surviving wound here. He asked me about this type of people I hate the most, and I said bigots, and he's like, no one on this island is bigot. It's like, me too, Mr. Fred Rogers, me too. And here's a Heartbreak still being very curious about Jasper out on his run. I think they're going for the kill pretty soon. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Jasper's got much longer. Hopefully, he gets a chance to actually get his feelings across to Javier. Oh, look, like, she's even mimicking his face. Like, she's just going to take over his life or something. It's like, I don't know. Best luck, Jasper. Yes, the humor here is the irony of Mr. Vigilante from My Hero Vigilantes, the spin-off. His method of teaching the protagonist is not tough love, but it is a lot of, like, borderline beating him up to teach him how to do combat and stuff. And being rough. It's like, man. He does pull off the sword look really well, though. Oh yeah, and then Coco being interested, and it's just like, hey, Sarah, you're an AI. Do you know the director of Cube Town, another AI? It's like, Coco, you can't be asking if AIs know other AIs just because they're all AIs. Come on, man. But Sarah is eager to please and does her best impression of director of Town. Hey, ho, look at me. I'm director of Cube Town. It's a lot less jellyfish-esque than you would expect. But she did her best. And, became friends of her. Well done. Yes. This is the first of the recent group I added. For those of you who are familiar with Spicy Mancer, who, be completely honest, does make some spicy artwork, but there are, like, themes among... Not, like... Themes is the wrong word. There are two character groups and settings that, as if they were part of a greater thing, but it's not a fandom. These are entirely Spicy Mancer's creation, and alternate Power Rangers, which are the Acti Rangers, whose transformer things is a special sports drink bottle, which is funny, and them just being a team of 5 that are also, like, very Polycule-esque, hence the warning of they do spicy art. Full on Patreon and all that, so be careful where you look. But yeah, it's a really fun concept of, it's like Power Rangers transform by drinking their special sports drink mix. Their Zordon is a hologram replica of the Professor. I think it's Professor is the title they have. And yeah, she just got so dizzy watching the wings on this thing spin. Not the most in character for number 4 here. Actor Ranger Pink, number 4. Because all these Actor Rangers are based around sports themes, and they are golf. Golf for A. But also, really cute hair thing. This was a little tricky to get, because, like, the actual design it goes right underneath the eye. But that's, like, as low as I could get the little, like, beauty mark. And I didn't want to face paint the beauty mark, because it'd look weird when eyes and mouth move. But I did my best. Kind of proud of it. This weird event, where I can't remember who looked at this clock at night, but they looked and they saw Tiffany Aching, who, with each tick and talk of the clock, would say tick and talk. And it's like, gonna be awesome. I didn't quite like that event. It was not spooky, very creepypasta-esque, maybe SCP, and it's like, But the current time was 10 o'clock, 32 seconds at night. Oh, and this happened yesterday. The ladies who love ladies finally had a baby. They raised their kid with all the love and care of the world. Look at it. A mixture of taking after the mother and the mother. Their first words? Very complicated. Unwoman Uncovered Volume 2. He spoke. Yeah, I rolled the dice on it. It's like, I'm happy either way if a girl or a boy. And I'm like, hell yeah. Then got a boy and it's like, oh, a little less fun. But okay. Sun Boy allowed. Oh! I need to do that. I need to design a wallpaper that is Sun Boy allowed. Oh, man. Maybe we'll do that towards the end, too. Oh, wait. What's this? We're going to take a quick pause from this. Medusa, who is it that you see? Who is grabbing your attention? Oh, no. Okay. Carl, you know what? Sure. Go ahead and make friends with Hikaru. I've only introduced you to, I think it was Teto.
What's the matter? I just can't move.
Don't be blaming my little Medusa. She's not involved in that.
So first I do this, then this. Oh, I think you're onto something.
Hell yeah, girl. You did your best.
I vow to return the favor one day. I'm just happy I could help.
I'm guessing as we're taking this little pause from the screenshots, I'm trying to get to good angles where I can show you her face. Oh, here, right here. I put a lot of work to get the green to match the hair there. For those of you who might be wondering, hey, Lucy, why didn't you give her dreads? Because, you know, the nice round snake-like shape. It did not look good. None of the variations of dreads that are in the default hairstyles look good for snake thing. I tried. Believe me, I tried. But yeah, back to screenshots for a little bit. We'll move that over to this side so people can try both of them. But right, yeah, Sunboy now allowed. We made some changes to the hair because I didn't like how it mixed the two hairstyles. So I did something else. Oh yeah. They chose Akane. Aww. Their first step, which was apparently too early. They had white eyebrows, but black hair. That's the bit I did not like. And the black hairstyle was Hikaru's head. It's like, what? But yeah, apparently, they like Owen Woman so much they brought it into the bath to listen. Now, I was a little disappointed that the baby event, and keep this in mind for anyone who wants it on their particular island, it does not save its own copy of all these photos, which I thought it would. I only screenshot a few because I kind of like this separate view of, like, picture on a surface. Very glad I got this. We got the picnic one, got all these other ones, in the bath, crying because I didn't get the gacha item they wanted, in the Ferris wheel. It was adorable. I can't remember what this event was, though. Oh, right, she stepped on something, and it was a revolver. The world's tiniest revolver. I have no idea why. And here's Derek and the big JC trading tips on bending the rules. To what? Probably godhood and how to achieve it, for all I know. But yeah, it's a fun little date. It's cute. I'm trying to set them up together. Because frankly, all the diversity hired men's I've invited, it's just I don't think they're Derek's type. So I'm just like kind of throwing JC at him. Also, this fun thing of Derek showing off this red Peter Pan type outfit. And it's like, weird. So that was interesting. Oh, right. And so despite the fact that I have not added in Laban's rich... I don't want to say girlfriend, because it is very much not a nice-seeming relationship in Legends EA. Like, people have romanticized it a lot, but like actually seeing other people play through it, because I've made my stance on 3D Pokemon games clear. They don't... It is very much like the rich girl owns Laban. I don't like that. I brought her to this island to help her get away from it, though she did seem to enjoy the maid outfit. She wants one later. I will give her some other more punkish clothes, but she does have a spike collar. Anyway, the fact that she caught the interest of another rich royal type girl was funny to me. And I just, Fairy Queen talk about some cool magic shit. Because, fairies and dragons. Hopefully getting on her good side. And they seem to be doing it well. Sensei Greg here, from EGS Comics, asking little someone if between anime-inspired martial arts and scheming, what would they do? And I'm pretty sure Az made the correct decision of anime-inspired martial arts, of course. The coolest fucking shit ever. Now they're friends. And are apparently doing a class titled How to Become a Demigod. Very concerning for Greg to be interested in that. Play Shadows over cyberspace if you want to know the context for that. Another fun thing. This time, Az showing off this outfit. It's like, yeah, smug. Fun. Alright, the first birthday happened. Completely by accident. Apparently, Coco in Witch Hat Tellier's birthday, at least according to the wiki, was yesterday. So there's a fun little celebration. And I was up in the middle of the night, and it ended up triggering again, but we'll see that in a bit. Mr. Rogers, for some reason, as part of that birthday event, the Resident Reactions, in a bloodstained sweater saying, "I did it!" Not a great look out of context. And then this one is just funny that Derek, angelic, darker skin than I made JC, but also definitely not white, having Jesus Christ and Derek in the same. It's like, huh, which one is it? It just tickled me. And here's the second birthday event that happened like 7 or 8 hours later, despite definitely having saved after the first one. It was funny that it happened. Oh, and also, because this is just general Medusa, not a specific one, it took a lot of inspiration from a particular... I was not reading it on Twitter, but is like Twitter comic where it's like they post like 3 or 4 pages worth of panels type of manga of just this maid Medusa who kind of has to have the blindfold so she does not turn her owner to stone. Did not like that either. She is being here, not the owner, because she deserves it. And also, the way they made the snakes were very cute. That's one thing I think the comic artist got really good. I did my best to make the eyes look like the big watery shine, like the puppy dog eyes, but on a snake. It doesn't translate too much from the snake. But when zoomed in, I think it does. Oh yeah, and this happened a couple hours ago. For some reason, Coach Kaz, who's finally catching that, well, he's finally got eyes for Penny, they got just stalked by, I think this is like a spirit orb thing, which is one of the in-game artifacts, not one I made. They were just getting followed by it on the way home one night. It was weird. Alright, and the before and after of this. So this is like the first interaction with Penny, right after like, oh my god, I think I've caught feelings for Penny. And they talk about Marion, and I'm like, if I'm quick enough, I wonder, and you know what? I could quickly speak to them, get them to put on the Marionette thing. So now he is marked as hers. Very proud of my timing there. Oh, and with one of the Act Rangers, I finally got what I assume from this wording, the final growth of the island. Very happy for that. I've been mostly holding off on this growth period just to have, more room to decorate when I go back to doing the landscape of the island. Because I didn't want to have to do it all from scratch again. Apparently one isn't loudly exclaimed, now we live on the ultimate island. Now no one can stop us, while laughing maniacally and shaking a fist at the sky. It's like, how dare you? I'm up there. And I was getting the screenshot because I thought, hey, here's Actor Ranger Red, random interaction with Actor Ranger Green. Is this going to be them romantically entangled? And no, he just made a really weird face while smelling flowers. And yeah, that is that for that. So really quick, we're just gonna go ahead and clear all those before I forget. There we go. With that is all the screenshots up until now. Oh, and little Medusa went home. Alright, are there any group homes near here? I think so. Not on this particular stretch. This is the nice neighborhood. I gave Medusa a place next to JC and Mr. Rogers. Here we go. We're going to start our interior design with The D&D crew themselves, though we're going to have to go around to the front door, apparently. There we go. There we go. Alright, so. Main focus for today is going to be interior design of the living room. Because I recently realized I could redo the living rooms, which affect how the chairs look, how the couch over here, and all of this little accoutrement. And yeah, so I was in the room down here. And actually, before that, we're going to do a quick one with Derek. I just want to see. So we have right now all the books for a normal library, but there's also like a haunted Halloween-y type library that's all purple shelves. Here it is. But all this stuff is like armor and like spooky stuff, and like no. Ooh, it makes the whole room dark. This does feel more like Derek's vibe though, so we will confirm that. And I'll show this stuff off in the living room just so there's more surfaces. But we do need different ground there. Let's see. Ooh. So these are two floorings I made based on bowling alleys. They do look good in a dark room. In a well-lit room, not quite as good. But in here, that does look good. I will have to keep that in mind because I know there's a neon sign room design, like a bunch of just neon sign things. I think these might look good in a living room with those. Anyway, this wooden tile doesn't look bad. Yeah, those are going to be too pale. So yeah, this doesn't look bad, but it's kind of muddied with the books. But the wooden hair. Ooh. That does look classy. Definitely looks like wood. Final comparison, yellow. No, that's too bright. I think we're going to go with one of the wooden tiles. Just because also the final version of this looks kind of muddied. This is one of the first floorings I did. Like, trying to look like traditional floorings. Yeah, here we go. You got a nice dark room to study your arcane shit in. The one thing I am glad of, though, I haven't had a bad reaction to a room design yet from the characters. Which I am glad for. Moving right along to the living room. So first off, I'm just going to show off the custom ones I've done. So the checkerboard, because it's not just pure checkerboard. It's got different kind of like pale brown yellows, but also some pure blue squares, and also just the outline blue squares, which I did for two reasons. One, just the solid square ones, it looked too sparse. So, to decide which of these would be the outlined squares, what I did was, okay, for at least one for each of these, try to find a position A1. The knight piece from chess could move. 2, that is not matching one of the walls of a solid blue square. So that's why this one has right here. It could technically have been there, but I already had that placed from here, doubled up with that. Both these can go to this one, which I thought was fair. 2 blue ones going to send that, that's fine. But 2 outlines next to each other, it's like, it felt like too much. Yeah, we have one here, that one goes to there, and this also goes to there, yep. And yeah, really like that. This one is the fantasy courtyard, based on the various trellises I have. I really liked how this one came out. This is technically the first one I finished. Ooh, though some of the details hidden by the tables. One second, let me check the other trellis. I made this one second. That's just because I wanted to get some ideas from the fantasy one. Fantasy, a bit more forgiving if you don't get some of the details good. I liked how some of the clouds came off, but I was trying to get fluffier ones in the lilac one. Like something that looked more natural. So for comparison, it looks a lot windier. I think I need to go back and like clear some of that up. And maybe do a little bit of a lighter blue to kind of this current blue up here as a gradient behind it. Something to work on. But yeah, all the browns here, green. I think it really goes well with that too. Quick check, is that? Yeah, with the base room in here, this goes in real well with the greens on this one. And yeah, lilac trellis, which was in honor of the glorious 25th of May, which happened yesterday. For those of you who do not know the Discworld books, especially, which one is that again? It wasn't Snuff. Night Watch, that's it. The glorious 25th of May refers to an event in the story that particular book, Night Watch, was the first time it was mentioned, but was apparently the founding events around Commander Vimes of the City Watch himself, and how he became as good a copper as he was. Not corrupt, though early in his appearances in the Discworld books, not the best, brightest cop. He fully admitted that he had some biases and racism against the various species. But, over the course of the books and his appearances, he is learning his way out of them. Anyway, Glorious 25th of May was a revolution attempt at that he saw, I think it was 7 people that he knew, entrusted, who had helped defend the walls during the revolution with him when all he and his wanted to do was just survive. The glorious revolution is called that ironically because he knew firsthand, from firsthand experience, revolutions are not glorious to anyone except those who are not on the battlefield at the time. I thought it was a nice subtle way to do that. The various thick trees here and a small little lake type scene here at the bottom. I thought it was nice and serene enough for that. But really quick, we are gonna we're gonna exit. We're gonna go to one of the other rooms to show off the other trellis. We're gonna go to Penny's just because she doesn't have a whole lot of stuff here. And there we go. Nice courtyard. This one, instead of the little lake with boats, it's a train going all the way around, which I thought was a fun little detail. Especially because a lot of the decorated rooms have stuff against walls, so at least one of them would be blocking off some of the train, so it wouldn't look like a full, complete loop. The other stuff I have is not quite that detailed, so we'll go back to the living room for showing them off. Let's see, the simple trellis, which just has a kind of beigey, kind of a little bit of yellow background, but also these decorative trellises. And that's because I went to, Menards? Kind of like Lowe's, Home Depot-y style of hardware and supplies, but also a small grocery section, and also seasonal goods. And I saw they had these expandable trellis with fake ivy on it for decorating rooms and such. And I thought, that's fun. What if I did that in Tomodachi? And then this was actually an afterthought, but I do like how it gave a little bit of color. And right up against the ceiling, which turns green, which I think is decided by the most predominant color or something. And I think it looks very nice. We might do this for the Adventurer's Home here. Here we have the various panels of planks and wood. It's designed for a floor. But I do like how it looks on the wall as well. I've seen hipster-like bars with wall designs like this, and it's mostly just a palette of 5 or 6 colors, and I only use 4 of them for the main colors of the planks, but the lines, the wood grain on there, I cycled through all 5 of them, helping give even some of these white panels have just slightly different wood grain colors, helping them stand out from each other. It's the same for the random straight cool, being warm versus cool colors. This one, I mostly just took the same texture, used the filter in. I know I'm taking away some of the spark for this, but I used the filter to change the colors. Went back and tweaked some of them just for better balance, like getting this lighter here, and then I just physically like cut and moved the whole scale thing. That's why these don't fully match up with all the same things. Only a few of them were changed to mix it up, but I also just physically moved it vertically as well to change the alignment. This is another one meant for the floor, but it does kind of look good. And it's the Versailles Parquet. And this is actual name for this style of wood flooring. And I do like it, because even though these are all straight lines, the way that it's like an off angle like this, and how these corners only show a little bit of it, it almost looks like it's a globe or a sphere, making it look almost like it's bending out. And the fact that, there's only so large a canvas in Tomodachi Life for creating custom thing, little tricks like that to make things look more three-dimensional, more curved than blocky, was a fun little experiment. Another actual floor design, basket weave, usually done with flat floor panel colors rather than a faux wood grain. And I tried redoing it, making it look more like bricks were used for it. I think it came out a bit too messy, kind of like paint smear, but it does look good for a floor still, so I haven't just recolored this to make it. I also I made an alternative design of the Tethys warehouse floor, which actually is going to be easier to show off on the flooring part of it. Sick. There it is. Look at that. There is this little like recessed ground here, but it looks like these big panels are walking escalator type things, like some airports have. I thought it was very fun to have that. Okay, we'll just put that back like there. We'll go back to the wallpaper, showing off the other stuff. The blue pinwheel, which some of you may have seen, is something I had created for landscape outside an island, and I don't think it works good for the stuff out there, but recoloring it and making it some more flooring textures like carpet or some very decorative wall stuff, because the way it's tiled, it almost makes these segments look like they're kind of like poking out, like a very slight angle. Meanwhile, the horizontal ones almost feel like they're jutting out like a shelf. I thought it was a fun little optical illusion. Now the red variant here, as well as the yellow, are just having used the color gradient change filter. But I think they worked well, especially this mustard yellow, where it's got a little bit of green in there. It looks rather good. Then, of course, we've got the Geomatrix Glow, which is directly copying, as best I could, a legitimate, you can buy this design bowling alley carpet. It was really fun to recreate. This one, it doesn't quite look as good. For one, for some reason, this light yellow is what's deciding the roof for wall, so it's kind of for that. But also with the glow, it makes the black look like a kind of very dark gray, and it doesn't look as good. Last view, the herringbone floor design, which is supposed to just be wood panels that look like wood, they just don't have grain. So like a very good stain on it. Then the brick herringbone, which I think is what I need to go back and do this exact same effect on the other brick design I have, because this looks a lot better, and it's just the shadow there. And of course the wooden tile that I'm not happy with, because it just looks so muddy. I don't know why. It has a particularly good effect. It does look like kind of creepy wall design. I should probably redo it though. This is definitely one of the early floorings I did, trying to give it some texture, and hoping that the smoothing over that the shader does would fix all the little details and cracks. But yeah, so to start, for actual decorating it, how does the graveyard look? Like, what's it do to the chairs here? Ooh. The fact it gives this little raven here, they're probably not great. I'm curious what goes with the Skyline set, though. What is a crate? Oh, so we actually have this here. It's got a little RC helicopter. That's kind of rad. Kind of rad. But no, I think what I'm going to end up doing, because I think I have a garage set in here, right? Oh, yep. There it is. I'll probably do this blue one. Like, in the end, I think I'm going to do this blue one for the wall. Because canonically, in this, the first campaign, the party just kind of ended up living at Andrea's place, because she was a small business owner, but a business owner nonetheless, working out of a warehouse where she kept a lot of her gear. But yeah, since we're going to use this just for the wall, let's look for something fun other than the tools to have in here as part of the base, especially because the blue chairs feel a little weird. Oh, actually, what's the difference between, like, the day and the night stock? I don't much like the colors. This, like, very light olive green is what about here for the furniture? What's it do? Ooh, I do like the color of the railing on the stairs. That looks nice. Compared to the Emperor's Chambers, this doesn't feel like Andrea's vibe. It's a really cool lamp. Not Andrea's. Maybe... No, I've already made it in Circle Studios. I'll think on it. This is one I recently got unlocked, Artistic Expression. It was this week's, not layout, this room design, because the room design set, there's a new custom one every week. Not custom one. There's a specific one that you can't unlock through wishes. You have to get the RNG for it to appear. I'm not sure where I want to use it, but I think there's a me that this kind of graffiti is going to look good with. And I also want them to have a skateboard. The party set we're definitely not doing for the gear, but I am curious. These kind of look like, I don't know, peppermints? They're kind of, what is... Okay, that's a star balloon, that's a heart balloon, that's probably like a round one from the side. It looked very suggestive. I'm like, whoa, whoa, hey, whoa. Okay, yeah, that's a lot more clear. So it's another star balloon there. Okay. Whew. I was a little worried there. The kind of like Eastern design here definitely not fitting the party. Hospital, though. It'd be very... not like sexually suggestive, but it would suggest something about the group to have X-ray screen mounted on the wall. Not that it would not be, you know, unneeded. She said it's just all pink, so no. Moving in set, which I bought specifically because this is a variant that has apple boxes. I thought that was fun. I could see Andrea's place having that, like she's reusing boxes from the market or something. Log cabin, it's got a little... Tommy, and this... not oven. Furnace is probably somewhere here over by the TV, just because there's not a lot of room over here by the kitchen for it. I'm kind of leaning towards this. Ruby set, does this change the chairs entirely? Not just colors, but... it's not bad. Dilapidated is probably not being used, but I might be surprised. Ooh, Actually, ignoring the drips, because those might go away with wallpaper, having some clothes hanging, especially dingy ones that might be, like, doubling as rags, I could see this being as part of an artificer's little lab space. The drippings, I mean, she's not getting the fanciest little warehouse. And even if it had a good roof when she started renting places, probably not so good after, some accidental explosions, you know. Wedding's definitely not being used either, but... I do like the ceiling lamp. If I could get just that ceiling lamp, I would love to do that. But okay, office set. No, it is not really party. I think we're ending up leaning towards that last one. Dino print is no. Yeah, having a box of toys in this definitely a bit much for this group. I might have an idea for him. No, I think I know someone that the wallpaper would work really good on. I don't have them yet. Stormy said, is this going to add this telephone electric pole? Not that I can see. Yeah, no. Definitely not the dog or the cats. We're not doing that. The bathhouse. Does it add a urinal? No, it does add these tote-looking things. I think they're like stools to sit at. This is nice, though. Because it looks good, like it could be a giant painting or a window outside. Who's to say? Desert Oasis. I think this one comes with camel. Which is funny. Sea Captain. This might end up being something I use for the flooring on someone else's. Ooh, actually, the pile of treasure there might be really good for adventure party space. Let's compare it with Failed Outlaw, which is just like jail cell. No fun items. Oh, hey, we can actually check this real quick. Neon signs, which I have in another house. Neon signs with bowling alley. Aha. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. And the wallpaper. I could see that being a bowling alley. Like a decor theme they have. What's the other darkroom aesthetic? Not the raining one. The raining one is out for that. That one, no. Not be Failed Outlaw. I'll have to workshop the bowling alley one. Definitely not happening anytime soon. Anyway. Ooh, one last thing to check. Rule 2. Eureka set. Has a bunch of books right there and stuff like that. Now. Exposed brick. Homie, a little speaker there. But now we are going to go Sea Captain sets purely for that treasure in the back. We might even keep the flooring, because the flooring does not look bad for a warehouse. Wallpaper, however. Oh wait, no, we were going to use... Where was that blue warehouse? There we are. Though I actually have it in red as well. We'll do a comparison. Now we're going to go blue. Alright. For the sake of comparison, got those. Now it's too bright for that. How about the chesserboard? No, that doesn't look like a warehouse. Definitely not that either. Oh, I keep forgetting I can just change it like that. Okay. Skyline. Ooh. That's a good warehouse floor. Between the two, I'd probably end up using the night skyline. If I use that for anything. How about ornate set for comparison? It looks too nice. Artistic expression. Oh, right, it's the road. I forgot that was the road. Updated. No. Not the stormy set. What's this? Oh, yeah, that's still too nice. Or it's got diagonals in it. Alright, what was the good one? I forget. I think... No, right, it was the skyline. Yeah, that looks very much like an adventurer's place. Oh, yeah. And they all loved it. Hells yeah.
This is exactly the kind of room we wanted to live in. Thank you.
Of course, though maybe you should have let the short people stand in front. But yeah, we'll come in here. No changes there. These are certainly darker, but I don't think the items changed. Ooh. Those changed, though. They're not visible from there. You have to go physically in the room to see this. But the two chests and that looks kind of cool. Ooh, we got the barrel here with a spyglass pointed directly into the corner. I think that's unchanged. And all the cabinetry is definitely darker wood. With the treasure here, and that just hits different. So yeah, I love how this one turned out. Alright. Let's see. So we have Jasper's room right here. It being filled with just boxes yet to be unpacked, referencing the fact he was, a very traveling person, and also the fact he changed all the time as part of it, but it is fine. Penny's workout room, Andrea's actual shop room. The fact she has half a car in there should not be concerning. She's a skilled individual. And then the darkened library we just gave Derek. On to the next manse, which I don't think there's any on this portion of the island. Let me just do... Oh, wait. There's one over here. Which we're just going to go over to like so. Whose place is this? Oh, it's the Witch Hat Ateliers. Okay. Oh, I think I know what the base is going to be. Alright. House under. Interior. Living room. Okay. Entire room. I think it's near the back here. The grassy meadow. Oh, it makes the chairs change too. Yeah, because we have the sheep. So for those of you unfamiliar with the Witch Hat Atelier series, Coco, the apprentice, used to live like middle big grassy area. There were sheep nearby. That's why I'm thinking of doing this. In fact, this one we might just leave plain like so. Or if you can find a nice wall that looks like the inside of a tent. Because I don't think any of the bricks would look proper for the inside of, well, how it actually looks. But it's nice. Oh, excuse me. But we'll take a couple looks at various walls. Like, what does this look without any of the stuff in it? Yeah. No. Definitely not. Graffiti would be too much. What about this party set? Oh, right there, vertical stripes. The hospital wall? Kind of colorless, so no. The log cabin wouldn't be bad per se. I am kind of hoping to save this for using to get the furnace somewhere. So we'll hold off. I can kind of see that. We're going to chalk that up to a maybe. Chaplains are out. The storm is definitely out. I think the wall here is paw prints. Yeah, no. Nope, that makes it out. Those look pretty much the same as what it was. So it's out for that reason. Ooh. That didn't change at all. I think we'll do a comparison just to see where the flowers end up and if there's a rainbow. If we make that the base version. that could actually work. Got some darker colors with the wood grain. But even though this is a different green, more of a like a dark teal, it doesn't look bad. And for devil's advocate, no, definitely not. Let's see. Yeah, nope. Back entire room. Where was what we had? Ah, right. We were gonna see Flower Meadow. Has a bunch of flowers and the rainbow, but apparently these are all part of the central room decor, because when we did just the walls we didn't get the rainbow, which is a shame. I would have liked both all these flowers and the sheep, but yeah, win you lose. Is there a dog? No. Oh right, it's at the end. Grassy meadow. Wallpaper. Oh, wrong direction. That's on me. Oh, overshot. Actually, while we're right here. No. I think that'd look better for a personal room. Right, and flooring. Actually, you know what? With the sheep here, I think we don't change the flooring, because they do kind of have an animation for bending down to eat grass. Hell yeah. That little screenshot will be used for the post-stream. Hey, we're raided over to this person.
Thank you.
Yep. Anytime, y'all. Ah, but it's nighttime, so it's all darkly lit. Oh. And I guess that's the door. Oh, it does make it look like the inside of the tent, though, or something. Yeah, you got a little animation there. We got what is this one, like milk tin or whatever things there in the corner. And yeah, it looks, these might be recolored from it, but I don't think any items physically change. But yeah, this, the sheep, trying to get a better view of. There we go. Would you look at that? Ah, they got a sheep. Okay, we're gonna do a save, just in case. Okay, we don't have too many more houses like this. There you go. And that's Coco's room. We'll save that. You can always hop back to Coco's room to change it. Now we know what we're doing. Like this. Alright. The Rakugo place. After this we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 more places. That's not bad. Most of the first hour was showing off all the various screenshots I've gotten, but also oh, we got a quick game for Arcana. We can do this real quick. What do you want to play? Zoom quiz? Yeah, Zoom quiz is super easy. Alrighty.
Here's your first zoomed in item. What do you think it is?
Right. I forgot I made this. Says being Lex for Dummies. Someone had literally made this, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm going to recreate that. And so I did.
What do you think it is?
Ooh. Variety show. Because that is definitely not an octopus. Or that is a very committed mimic octopus. Who is to say?
And finally, the last zoomed in item. What do you think it is?
We're going to say popcorn. It's that or apple crumble. Damn.
Apple crumble.
So it's understandable, right? Because it is white with veins of yellow. That could have been a popcorn kernel that was zoomed in on. One thing I dislike though is the game it gives tissues and toilet paper for failure. It feels weird. Alright, and this is their sunbathing room. Of course. Anyway, house editor. What sort of living room area will we give them? Definitely not this city, that would be funny. Tea house, perhaps? Just because it also comes with the tatami mats. You got the, like, tea right there. It's a good color. Though we are going to do another one for sake of comparison. Ornate set. No, that feels a bit classy for theater, which Rakugo is a part of. Let's see, we might do brick for the inside wall. Yeah, just because bringing that little whiteboard would be a bit weird. Whew. A really yawny night for me. Sorry about that. Was that the same brick? Yeah, that's the same brick. Ooh. Animated. Nice. No, we are gonna go with the other one. Where is it? I didn't pass it. Oh, yep, there we are. Then we are just changing the wallpaper. We're doing a quick check, but we got chessboard. No, definitely not. Nope, not that. That still feels like the inside of like a theater or something. The Versailles parquet could also, at least for a more modern building. No. Nope, that's too fancy. That's not back room of the theater. Where was largely plain? Oh, right, I was thinking brick. We have exposed brick set. What's the other brick we had? Oh, found it. Office set. Yeah, I think we're going to use this one instead of the other. The other brick. Yeah, it has more like day-to-day looking stuff, like a regular couch. Oh, whatever this is in the foreground TV, maybe. So yeah, we'll do that. Ba, ba, bum, bum, ba. Absolutely spoiled for options, which I like. Hopefully not for too much longer, though. I am trying to get more houses set up. Like the actor rangers are going to get their own digs.
This is exactly the kind of room we wanted to live in. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, let's take a look. We got some small stuff here. Not sure what it is. Let it go while it's on the ground, but having a tea looking thing there works. Oh, hey, it's Bailey. Come back from whatever. Oh, we have a cute little lantern in that corner. That's nice. Aw. Little comfort stuff. Oh, hey. Tiffany Aiken came over for some reason. What's this? Looks like a reasonable side table to have next to the entrance. So yeah. Oh. Bailey's apparently taking a little shower. So I guess we will. Oh. They're having a little sleepover. Kane's so friendly. Maybe a bit too friendly. She's in her early 20s, from what I recall of the current part of the manga. Tiffany is just a girl just past 18. Oh wait. Yeah, we'll do this next, just so we have an excuse to to play this game with Morgan. What sort of game do you have for me in your dark, poorly lit room?
Care to play me Shadow?
Oh, me Shadow? Yeah, this is another easy one. Dun, 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 dun.
Here's your first mystery, me Shadow. Who do you
Ooh,
think this is?
Coco? No, this is Sarah, because it's got the little bit there for the detective hat, or deerstalker. I think that's an official name, but deerstalker hat.
Next up, your second mystery, me
Dun,
Shadow.
dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's easy. With that headgear, oof, that is Wheatley,
The answer is
the little nerd who
Wheatley.
has been stuck to a wheelchair for crimes of not having legs.
Mystery, me Shadow. Who do
Oh,
you
that's
think-
Earth. Which I am glad with how the cloak on Earth came out. Go ahead and look down here. I had updated it,
First,
and I had a similar pattern go around the backside there, as well as some better gradient for the diamonds. I almost said triangles, but those are four-sided parallelograms.
congratulations, you won. Time for your prize.
I'm feeling a big one. Was that new? Oh, Buntara figure is something I've had before. Was not aware. But yeah, we got Morgan's room, we got Sarah's room. Sarah's might be an update. I originally chose this not because of the heart motif, but because of the orange and green. Considering she is very green. With just a little bit of orange from the shit barcode. That's the term. Yeah, I forgot I had already done that. I'm still pretty proud of this. Ooh, I didn't even notice before. It has that lenticular effect, where there's a separate small space in between this wall and the far one, to give a difference in how fast parts move across each other. It's a very cool effect. I do like it.
Happy Father's Day,
The
my
effect
love.
looks weird on these walls, though. Especially when you get to this corner. Alright, anything interesting for here? Oh, this little side table here. This picture does kind of make it look like Sarah died, though. Let's be honest. But okay. Oh, never mind. Okay, Girl Squad's house. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, right. There's another one I had made. This is the one I had originally found. No, wait. This is the second one. The first one is Nth Circle. This is the second because I wanted to see how this neon looked. I think the background is one of the dilapidated house rooms, because this just looks like... Shit, what's the walled city called? Kowloon, I think? Where it's just like outside of apartment buildings there could be a whole bunch of like radiators and ACs stuck to the side pipes all back and forth, and that very aesthetic is very cyberpunk to me in like crowded cities sense. So putting a wallpaper like that behind these neon signs felt very right. So that's on those walls. Ooh, one on that corner looks like a bowl of ramen. Oh, and all the same here. Nothing back here in the corner, though. But oh well, that just means there's less big living rooms for us to have to redecorate. With our wonderful interior design skills, I swear, I swear. Those two are good. Oh, come on. Oh, two over here. Okay, let's start with our latest little model employee, Kaz. What's going on with you? You look to be thinking very deeply about something. Is it a romantic something?
I feel so at peace when I'm with
It
you,
is.
Penny. Really? Thank you for saying.
I didn't know he was so good at impressions.
Will you go out with me? Oh, I'd love to.
Ah,
You're a very calming presence.
I was hoping it'd be the variation where it's like Oh, sorry, I'm not interested. Like,
Alright.
did I just fail in my rehearsal? But yeah, he's a marionette. She is playing with his strings like a cheap kazoo. After we get the living room sorted out, we will get you sorted out, Coach Cass, because you still have the default. Alrighty. I am looking to get all the AIs here, plus Gaz, because of the circumstances of being romantically connected with Penny. Okay, what's the base we're going here? Doesn't feel right. Looks a bit too fancy. The road would be weird, but it'd have this railing behind it. I'm curious what would be in the corners, but I don't want to waste it. This was not a cheap room set. Let's see. We could do more warehouse, but it's like the adventure party one already had 2 rooms, even if one of them was the private room of Andrea. It would be funny to have AIs with some X-ray scans of a person. What about dilapidated? Gear. Cheap TV would be funny, but no. The 70s stuff, like the lava lamp and the vase there, it's kind of cool. Childhood set with dinos. Because they're all, like, in literal years younger than their intelligence would suggest. No. This child said just changes the tools in the foreground. Sorry about that. Doghouse would be funny, especially because Yay herself, in questionable content, the strip canonically has a bunch of dogs, or at least had. Life circumstances have changed, so they might not anymore. Spice rack, and no. Ooh, what is colors in here? The purple table kind of goes off. The clothing in the living room is a little weird, though. Modern triangle, perhaps? Ooh, I do like the look of modern triangle. But how about Sugar Rush? this, you know what? Honestly, this is a cute little shelf. Just giant waffle and then lollipops. Oh no. Nah, I'm gonna save that for rest of the room. Ooh, what about penguins? Can we give these robotic AI ladies some penguins? We could. Oh, there's even a cute one wandering around. But no. An exposed brick here. No. Don't do that. Back to the beginning. What was it? It wasn't the city. It wasn't graffiti. Was the groovy set perhaps? No, this doesn't feel right. I'm moving it either. I said no to that because of the toys. See, the natural wood or modern triangle? No, I think it was triangle, but now I'm feeling more natural wood. I think we just changed the floor for this, because I do like the kind of like blueberry looking pattern on there. So let's go flooring with this cool green that we have. The random straight cool. That looks pretty modern. That looks really nice. For Devil's Advocate, we're going to check this and the yellow. Mr. Pinwheel. And nah, this This one might be a bit too bright for floor. But no, I'm feeling the random straight's cool. Gonna confirm that. How do they like this? Oh, they love it. This psychological horror of a relationship.
Thank you.
Well, not yet. He's just crushing. But, you know, I thought that crushing was close enough to get the marionette strings. That's a cute little shelf. A cute little plant there. We got bear in a basket. Hanging potted plant. Ooh, I like this next to the front door. That looks nice. In hindsight, not as good for AI home, but I dig it. Oh, look at this Kaz showing off a little home flit. The little space they got. That's adorable. Oh, right. We do Kaz's room as well. Let's see. Do I have anything? Oh, right. What's a skyline look with just this? A little crowded, honestly. Ooh, does this... This actually has little berries, right? Yeah, no, it's raping, yeah. This is very much not him. But it is funny. Let's see. Should we party? Okay, good. This doesn't have... no, it does have this particular suggestive trio of dark red balloons, but because it's closer, it's a lot easier to see that it's not, thankfully. Definitely not warehouse, definitely not doctor's office. Move in? No. I know in BC Ball he's a pretty chill dude, but didn't strike me as the vegan type. Classic, simple. Let's see. Nah. This might be nice and relaxing for him. Comes with a tree and some snacks. The tree apparently not being something the living room gets. Sag. Having a single tree, though, and I think leaving the ground, but let's change the wallpaper to, let's see, fantasy courtyard. Simple trellis. Trellis? Nah. I'm leaning fantasy courtyard. Very simple, sorry, very nice scene here when Cass is not at the gym, awaiting the next challenger. Just the impression of outside that he can't easily get to. Nice, but again, Devil's Advocate. Yeah, that feels like a cage. It feels nicer, but it doesn't feel like him. Herringbone. Not quite depressive, but not looking too pleasant either. So, fancy courtyard. Man, I really did have fun with this one. I did. Just working things backward. It was very fun. Especially because starting point was just getting the trellis filled with the vines and leaves and then flipping, just so these are not like more or less the same, having the trellis be on the left side rather than the right side of each tile that repeats. The dark purple's real good next to the pink. And there's just like, especially here, these little dark portions of the mountainside, the darker green trees, really gives impression of depth there. Not so much there, but it also isn't bad enough that it looks horrific. So yeah, let's do that. Kaz, how do you like your room? Yeah, nice. Glad you like it. But yeah, it's pixel art is tricky.
Thank you.
There's certainly some little shortcuts I figured out myself in designing, especially like this background. What I did was make a quote-unquote brush in Tomodachi by just making the general shape of the color I wanted, pulling it off to the side, and then using a copy, and then not place. A duplicate, that's what it's called. The duplicate tool to make a second, leaving one where it was, and the other to move around. It really makes it harder for them to hide now, which is nice. But yeah, as you can see, there's a semi-invisible line right here. Oh wait, no, not there. It's here. Where the right side is... Oh, hey, Kaz, welcome in. Thanks for the light. The left side shows off. All this on the right of each cell. And, yeah. It's the base color was this purple. And then I made the quote-unquote brush shape with these. Paint bucketed to the correct color, and then just layer, duplicate to get around all this. So on and so forth until it got to be bigger. Then what some people forget when doing bushes, from a particular angle, is you do also need to have a shadow on the side closest to the viewer. Because the sun typically isn't that low in the sky to be lighting up the underside very well. So having an even darker shadow really helps sell the curve. But yeah, with that, that's another 2 rooms. Whew. Last living room, at least. Alright, and the one more Free Life's house. Which I think Earth still needs to be invited to. Honestly, let's see. Yeah, Earth still needs to be invited here. Okay. Now, I can't do one or the other for the Fairy Kingdom and the Luong Kingdom because those are very different aesthetics in the world of the game that only exists in the manga. So, what kind of gives the vibes of the early areas? That's a bit too rich. No, definitely not graffiti. Hospital? Ugh. No. Oh, excuse me. That's a cat. No. Modern Triangle kind of has the whimsy. Like, it's a similar color palette to bricks, but it's got the whimsy of being all triangles. I think this is a new top 1 choice, but let's do another check. Ooh. No, this would be leaning more towards a Fairy Kingdom. Because there's lore told by the queen herself about how fairies just make so many goddamn sweets. So eating something like meat is a rare opportunity when she goes to visit Earth. So yeah, this being all like candied sweets theme, probably not the best. This antique set's not bad though. We got some nice art, a little cup of tea, a little fireplace too, now that I see it right there. One of these corners off to the camera is probably the wingback chair too. That's about all we have left. But for comparison's sake, Aristocrat. Okay, we only got one painting, and it looks exactly like the younger sister, so you know what? We're gonna antique set it. But okay, I do like the wallpaper. It's the flooring I'm kind of iffy about. Let's see, chesserboard. There we go. Oh, wait, shit, no, that's the wall. One sec. I thought I was on the ground. That's on me. Anyway, Chesser set. Just set is not bad. For curiosity's sake, how does the simple trellis work on the ground? Not well. Not well whatsoever. But for this one, I do think Random Street Warm really goes with the color scheme. Let's see. Pears and basket weave, similar color schemes, similar level of difficulty. Wait, difficulty, what? I think my brain might have been thinking a different line of thought when I wasn't paying attention. One tile, nope, that's too messy. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button again. Modern herringbone is not bad. Ugh. A trellis on the ground. Oh, right, yeah. It looks horrendous. I like trellis. Similarly horrendous. So no. Yeah, chessboard, it really doesn't look good. How about the Random Street Cool, though? No, that's too much green. It's far too much green. Let's leave. I am actually torn. How about Fred Pinwheel? No. Yeah. We're gonna go with red pinwheel. It kind of looks like a rug, but not a super fancy rug. It contrasts with the blue-green rather well, without like super standing out for being truly not complementary colors. Is it complementary colors? It might be complementary colors. I think exhaustion of the work earlier today is starting to get to me. We're gonna try and fight through.
Right now? Thank you.
Alright, let's see what other upclass stuff is here on the walls we cannot see. Simple lamp, a little like side table looking thing. What is the book? Oh, shit. Oh, perfect. Book has no title. Book has no title whatsoever. Ooh. This angle, that actually looks a whole lot better than looking at the wall from, say, this angle. But what do we got? So we've got a landscape-looking thing going up to either a Shadow of the Colossus type Colossus or a mountainside cave with a bit of bush. Door up there. This is the landscape. I can't tell if this is two guys or one guy on a creature's back or what. But it is a little disconcerting. What else we got? Nothing here. What about the personal rooms? No, both those. Decade. I just noticed I gave the exact same decor down here. It's just the light blue instead of regular blue. And this one I gave the sliding doors as well. That's kind of funny to me. Alright, we're going to do another check. I did do both those buildings. Okay. Oh, we got two people who are interested in something. Oh, missed that one. Must have been Earth. He seems to be watching Yavier. Let's see. Medusa needs a friend. Let's... Ooh, actually, you know what? Shit. Bailey? Hell could actually be a type of OSHA. I sure the fuck hope not. Okay. Ah, there it is. I was like, wait, who was I looking for again? Medusa! Who's got a cute little blindfold. It took some effort to get the lacy looking texture. Oh, looks like they're the one frozen this time.
I've never seen a cave this bad before.
Oh no, what do you mean by that?
I'm gonna be okay though, right?
Man, only if you got insurance to pay for all this. But yeah, I really dig how Medusa came out. Not just flowers, just overall. I mean, just look at that. It's just adorable. I didn't go for a maid outfit, but I did go for something similar.
Thanks so much.
So she can enjoy freedom.
I feel like I got really close to Medusa. Thanks to you.
Oh, you're just saying that, Bailey. Also, fun fact, I positioned Bailey's eyebrows like that. Let me hope. Move around. Oh, come on, stop turning on me. I positioned the eyebrows like that specifically so, oh, come on, so it would look like arrows. I think that was a really fun choice on my part. But yeah. Well, oop, Jesus, who's texting me this time?
Rotate those
Ah.
shoulders.
Sending schedule. Is that the whole group or is that just me? One sec.
Stretch.
Okay, no, that's more or less the same as the schedule I already got. So it must have been in case someone did not have a working schedule. I guess someone else complained about not having gotten it for next week. Oh, right, I was going to do introduction. So, this is Actor Ranger Pink. She is the first one. I've got all the Ranger gear set up. She just kind of chilling, like a villain. But yeah, I liked how this came out. So on the hip here, there's like a little holster. I could not, with the room custom pants had, could not get the grip of the revolver, pistol, whatever you want to call it. But this is more or less how the outfit is, though the actual design hugs the legs a lot more femininely rather than just being tube pants. They're also long sleeve going into a golf glove as well, but the long sleeve shirt it just didn't look good, so I did like this. Maybe, but also I kind of combined their Actor Ranger shirt with their short sleeve regular tennis outfit, because their sport is tennis. No, wait, golf. Their sport is golf. Tennis is one of the other ones I want to add later. But yeah, it's looking kind of fly. And at night, all the outfit glows and has these waves kind of flowing down, which I thought looked more powerful. Oh wait, I forgot I could just decorate there. No, actually no. I should decorate the lobby, the living room of the shared house of the Actor Ranger, so I can do that night city. Green was made just after pink. Oh, he's not here. Oh, who's Kaz interested in? Oh, right, he's ready to risk it. Also, yeah, we, let's see if he's gonna make a move. Is this it? Is he gonna do it? Oh, she's nodding off. I don't think it's gonna get through to her. Also, what are you staring at? You're inside.
Penny, is there anyone you like right now?
Not at the moment.
Well, what kind of person are you into?
Oof.
That's a good question.
A real model employee, one might say. Roll credits. She's just snoozing a bit. I hope he doesn't get a little depressed not getting an answer. Worse, he's being a little bit of a creep and just staring at Penny, but it's fine. He doesn't know what he's getting into. But anyway, here is Actor Ranger Yellow, who is fun. Very much a sunny, positive type girl. So, because the Actor Rangers, at least not from what I found, I was doing my best to find it, none of them have official names, but for nicknames I gave them more like everyday civilian names. So, Pink is Heather, because that is a name based on one of the variations of the color pink. Yellow is Dawn, because sunny, positive, puppy girl, absolute, coded, but also this outfit, because there is one comic, and it's a safe for work comic. It's like, Ah, yes, fall. Now we can finally break out the fun fall outfits. Conversation between yellow and pink, and their idea of fall outfits are very different. Pink is all bundled up, puffy, with a jacket and a scarf. Yellow is dressed kind of like alt goth girl esque, because Halloween and spooky season, and that's why their civilian outfit is this. Up until I get their actor ranger one made up. Green is lacrosse. Now, the one thing that's hard about Green is she has a lot more piercings than you can reasonably make. Like, there are snake bites in the lower mouth, but the way the mouth animates, part of the time they would just have like two little rings in the middle of their mouth, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Let's see. She also has ears, but the custom face paint does not extend that far out, let alone curve around the face to the ears. Sadly, that is out. There weren't a lot of out of uniform outfits for Green, so I went with a safe, just green and black, sporty look. Because I have no way to really translate the strap that some for spicy pigs have. In a similar vein, red also just has a simple red tracksuit, something. Though because he's baseball, the long knee-high socks for that. So he can slide to third, seal a point, and also I gave him the like black glare face paint stuff some baseball players use because I thought it'd be funny. And also because we didn't have the perfect hair for him, but I think that is very close. I had to go for like just off gray because just off black because pure black looked shiny. It's like The final of the five, well, the base five is blue. Who is hockey? He's definitely going to be the last one because the hockey uniform isn't going to be hard. It's going to be a little tedious. Just giving the impression of the bulk when you can't really make bulky pants and stuff for them. The easiest part is there is a hockey helmet, not mask like Jason Voorhees, but like full-on face helmet. So that part of the outfit would be the easiest to recreate. But yeah, he's just chilling. He's the emotional and emotionally intelligent member of the five. Still working on names for them. So if anyone has some good like feminine names based on green, red might actually just stay with red as like a nickname for Fred or something. Blue, I'm not sure. Also, this is the hardest hairstyle I had to get. Like the longer hair out front, pretty similar to it, but he also has like a single braid going over one shoulder, and this is the best I could do. Kind of like braided style hair just hanging off one side of the head. Because in the back is just not the same vibe. I do love them. Let's see. Medusa, what friends have I gotten you in touch with? Just because curious. Ooh boy. Okay, I thought it froze there for a second. Oh, perfect. There's Tiffany right here to introduce you to. You're both young. Those of you who notice, I gave Medusa a bow on the back.
My name is Medusa.
And that's because I like the interpretation of Medusa with a bow. Because, like, even if your enemies can't, like, be paralyzed at that distance, it's a good way to fight those who don't want to be up close and in martial combat. Trying to avoid your eyes. Medusa's trying to convert anyone to a new fan of gambling. Oh no. Heads or tails? Guessing correctly, and I'm going to take off my mask. It's like, wow, that's some hardcore gambling there, Medusa. But it works out. She's going to get Tiffany aching, addicted to gambling, apparently. Also, what are you doing? Oh, they're hoping he says something in his sleep. Rude. But okay, let's really quick go to the fountain, cash in all these good feels. So, am I going the right way? Yes. the wishing fountain. How many wishes do we unlock? And is it enough that we can get some of the other glacial room and island decor? Just because they need to be unlocked before we get them, so I'm really hoping. Okay, yeah. I think we're there, because I think we're only like 4 levels away, and we've gotten at least 5 at this point. 7, maybe? I've lost count, but I might have gotten 7. Oh, we called it. Yes. Alright, we start with the rooms. Sushi set. Is it just the one? Yeah. Well, the wallpaper doesn't look too bad. Train card looks a little weird for a way to design a room, but, you know, more power to the game designers, I guess. Though, I was going to make another me, but we're going to really quick see what a living room turned into the sushi set looks like. You know, a sushi on... Oh, did the speech and text mess up? Yeah. Yeah, a sushi set. It's a strange room design for the game to give us for people's, like, personal rooms. Lighthouse, yes. Hopefully this is large, because it'd be weird if it's, like, shorter than a building. But finally, I've been waiting to be able to unlock one of these, just for the sake of having a lighthouse. And then what was the next one? The inflatable arch. Oh, that was in the game? Okay. But yeah, this... Not sure if I have a plan to use these. It'd be kind of cool if I could place them on water. But I guess we'll unlock it. I mean, we have the wishes to spare for it. Alrighty, we just unlocked new travel tickets, so we gotta sit through this. We'll only wait to see which destination. Let's see. Galapagos Islands. That's nice. But yeah, other than the name of the destination, it's always the same little commercial thing. Is there any of these I don't have unlocked yet? Sorry, not unlocked. Not. Lady. Steel pipe fence. All this stuff. Those, yeah, which I've been holding off buying them, because if I don't have access to them, the Miis can't ask me to buy them. So level up stuff. I guess I can put... Yeah, I might as well get all these. It's like, I really don't need more options for the Miis, but you know what? Sure, why not? But yeah, seeing as you just popped in, I'll go show off the rooms I just designed after getting this. Though sadly we are going to be wrapping up kind of soon, because I was only planning a 2-hour stream tonight. And thankfully I didn't need to... Oh, right! I made some custom flooring and walls, which I'm very glad to be able to show off. Just got 3 more to go through. Come on. All these wishes to cash in. Your schnookums gave you a shoulder rub with Tiger Balm nearly 6 hours ago. Your arm's been having a religious experience. Yes, Tiger Balm on, like, upper back. I absolutely know that feeling, and it is good. Not the... Oh, not the kind and loving God kind, more like Greek god with bad ulcer. Oh, I'm so sorry. My experience was apparently very different than yours, I'm sorry to say. It was lovely, though definitely not an every night sort of thing. I will admit that. Okay, one wish left. Is there one left? Oh, right, the quirks. I don't want to get them, because they're all eating related. It's just... Look, eating salad bowls. Eats with gusto, voraciously, while savoring cutely. As well as eating gracefully, quickly, cautiously, shyly. And the one I don't like the most is appetite set. Big eater, light eater, and I don't know if that affects how much food they can eat back to back, and I'd frankly not like to find out. Oh yeah, there's nothing I want to buy there, so people can't ask for it, so yeah. I should... Oh. Okay, just slow down a bit. But yeah, I should still have one of all the different flooring and wallpaper types that I have made. So we'll go over to, this is single house, Wheatley's house. Yeah, I don't think I've decorated this for him, so it should be all blank for me to show off. Yes, perfect. House of dirt, interior. Alright, so the custom ones I have. What I call the checkerboard, because it is not a proper checkerboard for sure, but also the design. So this is based off one of the flooring things in Koromon yesterday that I liked. I thought, oh, that's cool. I should make that usable in Tomodachi Life. And it is just like this checkerboard pattern with a couple like light blue tiles. I thought that's cool. And I just had those though. It felt too empty. So I made a few that are just like the outline in blue. And the way I decided those is each of them is if there was a chess knight on these blue spaces, where it could move to, so long as where it moves to would not be right next to another light blue, because that'd be way too many options. There's one way to pare them down, so this one can go up to here, both of them can go to here, these two also both go to that, and so on and so forth. There's a fun little way to introduce randomness. Though I'm also noticing that some of these darker bricks are not standing out here. I should go through and fix them. What I'm really proud of, the fantasy courtyard, as I call it. This kind of like pale, well, not pale, this, what is it? Like a weathered blue, like something that has faded from the sun over time, with light blue, not light blue, light orange flowers, like that, a deep purple bush, mountains in the background, this train going around. It felt very fantasy themed, especially with the big thick clouds like this gather around the top of the mountains. Very much like how that went out. The fact I have not seriously done pixel art until Tomodachi Life made its way into my hands, I'm liking how much I have been able to get done with it. The simple trellis, which was a fight for order of how to do stuff. So, alright, what I had to start with was the actual rack for the trellis itself. Then after that, I had to, in the blank spot, make the various lines for the vines on the back side, which I could then, cut and then paste behind the existing brown wooden trellis holding. And then I had to do freehand ones on the front, and then all the leaves. It was a lot. Though I think this kind of like small, simple design around the top, just giving that splash color, really makes it pop. These are meant to be flooring, but it's a lot easier to see the tiling on the walls. This one warm just because it's got some darker red browns. It's supposed to look like wooden planks for the ground. It came out really nice. I like that. Meanwhile, the cool being this kind of like light green kind of goes the fantasy vibe. Hey, Rhombus, welcome. Thank you very much for the talent for pixel art. Part of it is being saved by the the smoothing effect of the game shaders. But yeah, the one I definitely feel like I deserve it is definitely Fantasy Courtyard with the levels of details. I had to make custom quote unquote brushes by making the shape of the brush and then doing copy paste on stuff to the right layer of it. It was torture to figure out. Like this one was 2.5 hours. But it was fun figuring out. It feels like you're starting making Doom era texture mapping. Pixel by pixel set. Oh yes. Yeah, with the way Tomodachi works, there are ways to quote unquote copy what others have done, but it requires one, having a downloadable version of them. I can't just like take a screenshot and upload that. No, it has to be the same file type from their file. And then I have to sorry, quote unquote make another wallpaper design for it to overwrite. You can't just add it, because the game has like 3 different files that track what wallpaper is what. Yeah, it's very much not fun. See, I think the rest look better on the floor. Yeah. So we're gonna swap to flooring. Show off these next ones. Yeah, just example, because this is how it is supposed to be at this angle. Definitely looks a lot better on the wall. The wall showed the tiling better, in my opinion. Meanwhile, in comparison, the trellis ones on the floor look horrendous. Because on the wall, it's just a side-by-side tiling, but on the ground, it's a 2x2. But the Versailles parquet, which is the actual name of the design, actually, we should show this one off on the wall really quick, just because of the kind of optical illusion for it. Because at this diagonal, the straight lines look curved in the corners like it's a circle, which is a lovely visual effect that I'm glad translated to pixel art pretty well. It looks really good. Though currently we look trapped in a box. I'm gonna go to the lilac trellis, which has little boats and a lake. I need to go back and do better clouds though. Like, this was the first serious attempt at clouds. I was not just copying ovals and pasting again and again. The dithering that I spent so much work on did not come out well. That's all we will say on that abomination. But basket weave, another actual name for this design on ground, usually with like short flooring panels, which I also did in a brick, which looks messy. It was a learning experience doing the shadows on the quote-unquote brick, but I do need to go in and fix those. The Watcher Step, which is a warehouse inspired by a Model Employee, the same development studio who made Of the Devil, but it takes place in a warehouse. It has these like orange safety lines where these automated, unmanned vehicles just go zooming by the speed of a train with gear. Think Amazon warehouse if it was also okay with directly killing employees. Instead of just indirectly by denying them breaks for water or the restroom and the like. Blue pinwheel, which I think makes for a nice carpet design. The red and the mustard here are just color changed versions rather than individually changing them all, but I think it still looks really well. Though what I enjoy the most, the 2 bowling ones, which we're actually going to go to a specific character's room to show off, because they don't look as good in a well-lit room. But I've got one room where the atmosphere chosen from the walls is dark, where you'll really get to see the real fun of it. How would you do a break on an assembly line? Bring in a substitute? Well, no, because see, the way real-world assembly lines work, especially if they've got like a proper union, there are mandated breaks, but usually it's like everyone's a break at the same time. They get to a good stopping point, so it's not like things are continuously going. And that's also like the reason for having an assembly line break like that is so that presumably you could do checkups and minor maintenance on the equipment so it does not have to shut down. Because if you are not if one part of the assembly line breaks down, no one can work. And the managers don't want to pay everyone to stand around and do nothing. But yeah, ideally that's how it works. In reality, it's probably different. Alright, oh yeah. The herringbone, another name for actual flooring type design. I like how the brick came out on this. I'm going to have to replicate how I did the shading on this to this basket weave brick, because that experimental one did not work. And here is my shame, the wooden tile. It just looks messy, which in some instances it looks good, but I need to make another version of this where it looks like proper wood paneling, not this splintery, probably post-storm mess. Again, this is the original warehouse floor, but I did another version where it went left to right for the main living room floorings, because it really shows off a warehouse-like space. This, however, for those of you who did not already see this particular wallpaper design, is based on an actual stainless steel tumbler design that the streamer known as Pankareru makes and sells in their Ko-fi shop. I thought, I can't get all their parody energy drink tumbler designs. What if I make them into drinks on Tomodachi Island? And one of them I also made into an advertising campaign. A parody of Gridlock, the energy drink. It's girl cock. And man, the splatter effect on the background, which was actually on the can, was a fucking struggle to figure out. But it expanded my skill with the pixel art in this game by a lot. Yeah, we're gonna exit without saving. You think be irritated, irrationally so if you had that floor. Feels ace. Yeah. It's I had to be. Since you can't change the size of the canvas you're working on here, it's hard to make a perfectly tiling pattern. But also in that hard work, it makes it a lot more fulfilling when you succeed. Excuse me for going backwards down this path, but it means less stuff is loading for the game to complain about. I believe I have to go back around like this to this road. Yep, here. Yeah, the one definitely dark room, which I would teleport to, but I don't know if the characters... Nope, the character wouldn't have even been in there. Okay. House interior. Here, so Derek's room, which is dark as hell. Let's see. Aha. Geomatrix Glow, which is the literal name of this design bowling alley. I looked up references for bowling alley carpet to make this, just to see if I could. And it came out beautifully. I love it. I'm so glad I did it. This one, it doesn't look as good. I think having the glow effect for this flooring on black just makes it look like a weird, very dark gray. So I think I'll change to like a dark purple or something. That might make the glow effect look better. But yeah, I'm just really proud of this. It's so good. He's unrelated. Recent got hold of some tokusatsu branded cheese. Camembert. Oh, I've never tried Camembert. I think it's pronounced Camembert, yeah. The 80s is shining through, yeah. Like, and I did this just not because I intend to use it on anyone, but to challenge myself for specifically the tiling pattern. Hey, Baringo, welcome. You're just in time to see our 80s bowling alley peering through. And you know what? Derek, the little bookworm that he is, I think he needs to lighten up. We're gonna actually add Geomatrix Glow, but first we need to... Let's see, how do I put it back to what it was? Yeah, no. So we're definitely giving him the Geomatrix. Yeah, I think Geomatrix looks better in here. So we'll do this also so we can look in the room and like zoom in. Look at this. That is beautiful. Love it.
Yeah, this is different. Thank you.
I mean, he's not super enthused with it. That's fine. He's a wizard. He's only in there to fucking make his spell scrolls anyway. But, oh right, I was curious, because we just unlocked a new room type. I'm not sure what it does to the living room. So we're going to take a look in here. Let's see. This direction. Oh, yep. Actually, accidentally went past. Sushi set, what does it add? It adds fish tank, adds these. And I was kind of hoping it would change the table, but it doesn't. Oh well. There we go, found a webcomic. Main characters are Big Demon, Dragon Creature, and Depressed Angel. And they're soulmates now. Aww. They stole the plotline from Lucy Ferris. Who's a fallen angel. canonically demon soulmate is Angel Wizard Derek. How dare they steal? But yeah, we're gonna exit without changing this. Yeah, coincidentally, we are currently in that party's house. And I gave them the pirate room as the default just so I can have all this treasure just hanging out next to the kitchen. As you do, apparently. Ooh. I can't tell what that food is supposed to be, but it does look kind of delicious. Like peas, carrots, and whatever yellow supposed to be zucchini? Zucchini yellow thing, or am I thinking a different vegetable? Anyway, the classic 50 foot of hempen rope that you can get in just about any D&D type setting. But yeah, this was the first one I did today. I gave them these kind of warehousey walls, because canonically, Andrea lives in a retrofitted warehouse. She owned it before the rest of the party met her, and they all came to move in. See, it matches hers, except this yellow rather than blue. Let's see. Fun fact, angels and demons are both kind of ghosts. I can see that. Especially depending on the definition of kinda. We're not going to go to the second house I worked on to show off, but we are going to go to this one because it's right here. Oh. Here we go. I started them off with a tea house type room because it had the tatami mat ground as well as this like tea making thing. And then brick walls because the manga of this series is based, well, these characters I took from is about a classic storytelling technique known as rakugo, which they obviously are doing in Japan. And this is the type of design that place tends to have. Raisin, got to play Deerfolk Ranger in D&D yesterday. Congrats, hope you had fun. A Hunter Conclave. Simple, straightforward though, not too many bells and whistles to fudge up. And upon, using your uses, feel like you don't have any of your cool shit. Hunter is very fun. Swift-footed fellow named... apologies if I butcher this. Hairn Stagford? Bring also dead people given a second chance at haunting the world. Man, I wish. There are definitely some people I would haunt. Rhombus coming out with people don't become angels or demons, those are separate. But yeah, I can see ghosts being lumped together with 3. The common thread would be spiritual beings, for sure. Or perhaps, depending on the lore for ghosts, beings without a physical body of their own. Oh, you would literally play the Hearn, the Hunter. Okay, so you're referencing someone. Got it. Digger. Oh, Gold Digger, right? Or is there a different webcomic with Digger as part of the title? I'll be honest, I was unfamiliar with that as a piece of literature. I thought it was just a spicy setting that someone made a lot of artwork for. Oh, just Digger? Okay. Ursula... One sec. I'm highlighting to see if that's a RN? Yes. Ursula Vernon. Though, honestly, if someone had the last name Vemin, that would have been pretty cool. What? No. Queefrate, you walk into my frame and then suddenly make an event? Come on. That's just rude.
Why won't this open?
Oh no. What's in the fucking restroom? Oh, it's a push door, isn't it?
That door only opens one way.
Oh, you fucking moron.
Oh.
Ringo, main character is a wombat named Digger of Unnecessarily Convoluted Tunnels. That is a fun name. I do appreciate them for that. What are we doing? Oh, right. This is the second room I did, which was very simple. Setting of this manga, which had Atelier, starts focused on the protagonist and their home, which is just a little like, not a tent, but those like round type tents. His name escapes me. And just like sheep playing nearby, so I made it recreate that. But instead of the grassy meadows outside, these kinda classy walls where the colors didn't clash too much. I thought it went pretty well. I see the Cave Cat tribe names for warriors, or yeah, it does feel kind of like the Terry Pratchett's goblin names, in a very fun way. Just hopping around. Oh, if there's Actor Ranger Pink, okay.
Anybody else want to do some aerobic? Hello.
Up we go, and she got teleported hundreds of miles from home while digging. Wound up in the temple to Ganesh. Ooh, that sounds fun. Alright, I did show off those ones. Oh, right. There is a minor development. And Brango will know both these characters. Penny from Model Employee decided to move in with Kaz from Beastie Ball. Kaz also, coincidentally, like minutes before that event, caught feelings for Penny. So I gave him a particular hat. Because Penny's favorite item is a little marionette. So, yeah, Kaz has little marionette strings, because Penny has control over him now, apparently. And I felt it's appropriate to have him properly marked. Also, she was taking pictures of the TV, and it's off. I guess it makes sense. She's an AI. She doesn't quite understand people correctly. But yeah, this one has one of the custom floors, the green floorboard pattern I like, and that's mostly because it went with this wallpaper really well.
I've finally taken the perfect photo.
I'm sorry, did you just say you finally took the perfect photo of a powered off TV? Well, it's certainly artistic. But yeah, I like this place, even though this little basket of like books and teddy bear hanging plant were not visible when I designed it, it does feel very nice. Like the sort of almost picturesque home an AI might have gone, it's like, oh yeah, that seems human, without realizing why. Oh, I just noticed too, yeah, Bringo forgot the at for that sentence, because I am assuming a mole did not get teleported hundreds of miles away and then turned into a temple to Ganesh. If it did happen, that'd be a very incredible story. Oh, not a mole? Oh, what do I think? Was that someone else? Oh, wombat, sorry. The digging is what made me misremember. Wombats are marsupial. They are? I'm sure I've heard that before, but I guess that particular detail did not stick in my brain. Anyway, here is the, because I don't think you're here for this, Bringo. This is the fantasy trellis wallpaper I made. And man, this was a bitch to get the tiling done right, but I am very glad with how it turned out. Looks very fancy. The train kind of standing out, especially because I have this cherry blossom tree here, but you know, a very nice picnic looking area. And I think there's only one house left, but it's also at this part of the island. You know, extend the stream just a little bit because y'all unfortunately missed a good portion of the actual designing process, the deciding what to use and what not to. Here we are, the house that keeps all the One More Free Life characters, which, completely unbeknownst to me when I designed it, I used the same base room type, which is, it was pretty much this. It's got this like wingback chair, these little tables, that small fireplace, and all these paintings. Now this room, I used the pink one, and then changed the wallpaper to this, what is it, rice paper door type design. And then this one down here, because again, I did not know I used the exact same base for all of them, but I turned the carpet this, the red windmill design, which I still think looks like a decently nice carpet. don't want to say like rich, just because that makes me think of like tapestries. Blue princess room, yeah. Admittedly, yeah. Device never buy dice from a wombat, you know? I think I can achieve that. The budget doesn't have much room for more dice at the moment. My wallet tells me I have enough. And while it is incorrect, I do understand the wisdom that it is making that decision from. But yeah, that is all the interiors I worked on just for living rooms. Oh yeah, because I did unlock new stuff. But the ones that I had done and inspired the stream, was first the one for Nth Circle Apartments, because look at this. Does this not look, not perfectly like Morgan's apartment, but the same, like, it looks stylish, but she definitely bought it to be stylish. She did not design it herself. And the nice view of a well-lit nighttime skyline, which honestly looks weird as wallpaper right here with that corner. I don't much like the effect there, so we try not to look at it there. Good context, Wombo Bat Poop. I kind of remember that. Mostly because it's like, how does a creature's body make cubes? Even if it's not a perfect cube, it's like, how? But yeah, here is Morgan's little isolation room. We're gonna let her be. I'm not seeing Heartbreak here, so who knows if they're currently channeling Heartbreak. But coincidentally, the other one that inspired this was the one I made for Heartbreak's place. Protogen trash compactor noises. Not a phrase I would have put together like that. But here we have Girl Squad's house, because Asa-chan wanted to move in with Heartbreak, so I let them. Which has neon art on the walls, and then this kind of like wall panel that looks like a bunch of like windows and AC units, which felt like dilapidated or just like minimal free space type neighborhood. You know, where people live in apartments that are pretty much just one room, and if you're lucky, your own toilet. Yeah, it felt cyberpunk, except maybe this floor. But there aren't a lot of good floors right now. Be sure to give your toaster treats sometimes. I shall consider it. But yeah, contrasted with Heartbreak's room, which is all white. I don't think we need to go into the reason of potentially why they need a room with as little as possible, if for no other reason than to not potentially spoil people who have not played of the Devil. Yep, we're going to safety save, we're going to end it there. A little overtime, so we will not be making the next meat for the island. Give your toaster RAM as a treat? With the cost of RAM nowadays, I think it'll have to wait a bit longer. Aurora streaming? Let's see. Unless I got someone who is currently doing some Tomodachi themselves, perhaps. Oh, right. Forgot to have that window pre-opened. HTV, okay. Alright. Oh, Twitch, come on. There we go. Oh, yep, Neri is playing Tomodachi Life, so looks like they got more than 3 hours already. We'll head over to them. Ooh, 340. Doesn't sound like they're gonna go soon. So unless I'm really unlucky and they just haven't said. Alright. Sweet, okay. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the interior design I was working on this stream. It is rough, but it has been some fun practice working on pixel art. I will likely not be doing like pixel art outside of Tomodachi for a while, but it is good practice. As always, my wonderful tome readers, if you're eating enough, drinking enough, getting enough sleep, take care of your body so your body can take care of you. Next week I'll probably only be doing one stream just due to work schedule, but look forward to it because I am going to a Ren fair with friends this weekend. Potentially the last one we're able to do for a while, if I manage to sell my house this summer. So we're going to do our best to have fun, maybe get some fun photos done while we're there. And I'll be glad to talk about what we're up to when I get back from that. But until then, take care, and let's go with interior design raid, which I'll put here. Right, okay, yeah. But yeah, let's raid out, and I'll see y'all around.